How frustrating was it to miss that last game?
Yeah, it was pretty unfortunate. There's nothing really you can do about it, and obviously it's not how you plan to have the end of your season. But I do remember sitting on the couch at home watching game 2 and seeing Pat get that knock up the middle to put us up, and I got really excited and kind of jumped up, and it hurt my stomach. But yeah, it definitely didn't sit well with me, just knowing that I couldn't be out there with my teammates. Like, there really wasn't anything I could do to help the team win. So yeah.
Forbes said you're somebody that's really stepped up in terms of leadership in the locker room. What changes have you made? Do you have any anecdotes of yourself like stepping up more as a vocal leader?
Yeah, I think a lot of it is learning from the older guys. So my first 2 years here, we had really good leaders, and just kind of learning from them and what they do to be a physical leader, leading by example, and then also being a vocal leader, knowing when to talk and speak up. And Danny Soretti and Angel Zarate are obviously 2 of those guys that I really learned from. And then this summer, living with Will Sandy and having Frick on our team up in the cave, it's really good to connect with them and build that relationship even stronger, because I feel like us 3 and some other guys are going to be leaders on this team. So
The cave?
The cave.
The cave.
Cave. Oh, okay, cave.
Yeah.
Yeah, just kind of building off of that, do you want to touch on your summer experience a little bit and what you gained from that?
It was a really fun summer experience. Really lucked out being able to live with Sandy and having Frick on the team made it a little easier transition, because I came a little later to the cave, missing a month. And just kind of learning on that team, because I got there and Sandy kind of brought out more personality in me, just because that's the way he is. He's really vocal, and being around him just really helped.
Have you noticed any differences in the locker room or build up to the season, considering how you guys finished last year and some of the preseason hype and noise that have been created for you guys?
Yeah. Last year when we went on that run, you could definitely feel the team chemistry that we had. Not that we didn't have it at the beginning of the season or when we were going through a little rough patch, but you could really feel that everyone was bought in, everyone was pulling for each other. And I feel like we have that chemistry now before the season even starts. So just being able to keep that, and obviously once the season starts, everyone's going to have a role, and some people might not like that role. So just making sure as we move along that everyone's still bought in, so we can keep that chemistry where it needs to be.
You developed really good chemistry as a double play combination with Colby at second. How's that adjustment with him at short?
It's good. I love him there. I think he can play any position. He's very versatile. But I mean, a lot of it has to do with making sure we get the first out. But he definitely helped me out quite a bit, because with him I felt like I could throw it anywhere at the bag and he would turn it. So, but I feel confident whoever is there is going to get the job done. So.
As far as that play, your first 2 years, you kind of started a little slow and then heated up as the season progressed. Is that something you thought about this off season? How do I start hot, stay hot, versus start slow, get hot?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely thought about it, but it's really not a worry of mine. This being my 3rd year, you learn a lot in the 2 years, and I think going through a slow start and struggling, it really can only help you. So just being able to know that I'm not going to get hit every time. I might go 0 for 10 at some point, just not to worry about it, because everything's going to work out, and as long as I'm confident and staying positive, everything will work out.
A lot of newcomers to this year's roster. Who that's new or incoming first year stands out to you?
I would probably say Bryce Blazer. that kid is straight headed as you can get. I mean, he goes to bed at 8:30 every single day. He gets up at 5:30, so that's something I wish I could do. But I mean, he's the definition of discipline and having a routine, and I think in the long run that'll only help him.